Hey guys, it is Kevin here in Beijing, China, and I'm coming to you with a little kind of science, gardening, educational type video. It's a holiday here in China. It's May Day, May 1st. It's also the first day of Reiwa, the Reiwa era in Japan. New emperor today. Wow, okay, so let's take a look at some plants. So these right here are my basil plants, which I've been growing. I grew from seeds, cultivated them all winter indoors, really challenging. And unfortunately, I tried to use a lot of different treatments, but they were invaded by aphids, and they are covered with aphids. Let's see here, look at this. Let's see. Look at that, look at all those thousands of aphids, little tiny ones. There's bigger ones on the stems, and on the leaves are these small ones. And actually, this plant is in a lot of distress. So when it's indoors, you can actually see that the leaves are weeping, that aphids everywhere. So when a plant is in distress because of like shield bugs or aphids, a liquid will start to ooze out of the pores and it looks quite shiny, and that's a sign of distress. So yeah, so I'm going to try a natural approach to dealing with this. Ladybugs are one of the most garden-friendly insects out there, and ladybugs love eating aphids. And I know of a tree on my school campus that is covered in thousands of ladybug eggs and larvae, and ladybug larvae love to eat aphids as well. So I'm going to go collect a whole bunch of ladybug larvae, put them on these plants, and see what happens. Natural pest control. So I just stopped by my classroom here. All my plants are out of the windows right now. Yeah, so grab a few things I need. I've got my entomological forceps, aka really big tweezers, and just a plastic container, and I'm going to collect the baby ladybugs, the ladybug larvae, and put them in there. So let's go and do that. So I'm going to wrangle some of these baby ladybugs. I'm going to get, I don't know, maybe like a dozen or so, and put them in a container and bring them home and unleash them on the aphids. Yeah, there's just eggs. There's so many eggs here. Isn't it wild? This is cool stuff, guys. At least I think so. So here they are. These are baby ladybugs, guys, believe it or not, the ladybug larvae. And they're starting to crawl up the sides. I'm going to put the top on this, just pull these off the tree, and I'm going to go home and place these on my basil plants, and hopefully they'll do the trick, because they can eat a lot of aphids in a day. Alright, so now it's time to put the ladybugs. Make sure they're all down at the bottom. Now it's time to put some ladybugs on my infested basil plants. Let's see if this works. I've done this before in the past. When I lived in Japan, my son and I did this a few times. Really careful when I pick them up. I don't want to damage them. They're going to be my friends. Okay, I got one there. Let's find a leaf for him to call home. Very careful. Oh, come on. Get out the forceps. You like the forceps. He's crawling up the forceps. It's proving to be more difficult than I expected. They're sticky. There we go. There's one. Really want to get some different forceps because these ones don't have a plastic. There you go, there's another one. Right guys, so that was a lot more difficult than I thought because they're really sticky. So, let's see, look at all those aphids everywhere. There's a ladybug, there's a ladybug. So you guys get to work, you got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of aphids you need to eat. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'll tune back later on and we'll see the progress. Alright, so it's about an hour later, and I've been checking these, the basil plants, and not only are the ladybug larvae not chomping away on them, but they've all actually crawled off the plants, and they're down in the soil, and one has even escaped. Looks like he or she's trying to get back in. There's one on the edge of the pot, so I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's like, you just don't like the plant? I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. I'll flick that one back in. Maybe it'll do something. Alright, so it's a few hours later, and like there's one crawling on the ground, and can you see it there? And there it is, right there. And they're like on the outside of the pot, and they're in the pot, but they're not on the plants themselves. I guess so. The only thing I can think of is that it's the type of plant possibly they don't like. I've done this before with ladybug larvae and ladybugs. And when I lived in Japan, I did it with tomato plants that had aphids, and it worked really well. But these are basil plants, and they're really pungent, very strong smell. So maybe it's the type of plant the ladybug larvae just don't want anything to do with it. I don't know. If you know anything about this, please leave a comment below. Yeah, me doing some experimenting here in Beijing, China with bugs and plants, guys. Yeah, if you like the video, click that like button and all that stuff. Check all the links below. Check out my podcast, the Just Japan podcast, the Making Better Teachers podcast, all that stuff. Kevin here, making a video for you with a big giant iPad because my camera is full. All right, guys, see you later. Take care. Thanks for watching.